So Natasha and I worked a couple of years ago, and I was recently a guest on her summit, which I was so impressed with. You rocked it. You rocked it. You were a rock
Oh,
star.
Shala, you were awesome. The audience absolutely loved you. They got so engaged when you were doing your magic, and you were outstanding.
Thank you, and thanks for having me, and thanks for being here. So, for these lovely people, do you want to introduce what you do and who you help?
Hi, lovely people. Yeah, I've got a couple of markets. One is a corporate market, and I help leaders and their teams and cultures going through change and transformation. And then another one of my markets is business and executive coaches who are helping their clients go through change. So we help them because we have a spiral dynamics assessment that's a scientifically validated tool that helps them to understand where their clients are and how to walk them through, take them by the hand through whatever change they're going through and make that transformation work.
Awesome. And so, and I know it's been some time, but I hope I can jog your memory. Can you remember like how you hired me? Why? What were you going through at that time?
Oh my God, Shala, that was so hard.
I
It
know.
was
I
so hard.
know.
So my husband and I had worked this business for 20 years. And we'd, done nearly, 2 million miles of flying and worked in 15 different countries, 5 different continents. And when I contacted you, it was just over a year after he'd passed away.
Mm.
And I was having to recreate the way I was doing my business. I was looking at getting a clearer message around how I helped corporate clients. And you were there, and you had just done so many wonderful things with your clients that it was obvious you were the person to lean into to have this kind of a conversation around, getting all the crazy in my head, and then just getting a little bit more focused.
Yeah,
So
I still remember. Yeah, you guys, before COVID, I had VIP days in Toronto. So clients came to me, and Natasha jumped on a plane, came all the way from California for her VIP day. And so, do you remember what value you got out of that?
well, there were a few things, and bless your heart, thank you for being just so open-hearted and generous and really patient, because I still wasn't in a place to be thinking business.
Mm.
And so I think I probably spent half the day crying because it was so hard, and you were so kind.
Oh,
But I mean, it was really a help to get me centered on how do I speak to clients and opening up to what clients needed. So I think one of the most powerful things for me in our work together was the market research that you made me do.
oh yeah, tell me about it.
Well, I spoke to, a number of execs talking about, what are they looking for in terms of change, and, what groups are they looking at, where do they go for their conferences. So that got me thinking about the stages and, looking that stuff up. But the critical value piece was framing in my head their view of what change was, not what my view was, because as an expert, you just blah blah blah, and it all makes sense to you, and everybody else is like, so what did they just say?
Right. Oh my God.
Right. So there was that piece, then also the other piece of where it fit in terms of their thinking and what they wanted to see. And I think what it helped me to do was build some relationships that didn't exist earlier. And then you also helped me to really conceptualize an executive roundtable that got me to having the kind of conversation I needed to have with that client. And I think the contract ended up being, I don't know, what was it? It was something like 60, 60, 70, 80K,
Very nice.
somewhere in there.
Very
You know,
nice.
I ended up getting it. Yeah.
Very
So you were supportive, you're patient, you took me by the hand, you held my hand, you walked me through a few things where I was doubting myself. So, we do that. And just, I think, women more than men, a guy will go, oh, I know this much. Well, I can tackle that. And a woman will be like, I know this much, I can't tackle that. Right.
So true. Now, what advice do you have for people who are, on the bubble, undecided on whether they need my help with regards to focusing their message and getting it straight and finding that, super niche?
Well, I think it's really a question of if you were having a conversation with, let's say, 5 people who were your ideal clients, and you're doing it the way you're doing it now. You remember those results that you used to get? Those are the results you'll probably get with those next 5 ideal prospects. So even if one more decided to opt in, wouldn't that be worth it?
Right. Very good. Wow. I could not have said it any better. That is so amazing. Thank you so much for your wisdom, for your kind heart. And I'm always here for you.
Thank you, Jala. You are the best. Super appreciate you. And I love your genius. And you know what I most love is that you are willing to be courageous about messaging. You're willing to go places a lot of people won't. And I think that's your kind of secret sauce and brilliance. Not only do you kind of see through and cut through some of the nonsense, but you're courageous as well.
Thank you. And now, how do people reach you if they want to?
Oh, if they want to reach me, Natasha at spiraldynamics.org, and be happy to chat with anyone.
Thank you so much again. God bless.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Shala. Hey guys, enjoy
Yeah.
Shala. She's amazing.
Thank you.